To present to Pat's daughter Kalli Quinn, 1987, honored member Bob Clark.
Thank you. On behalf of my mother, Sandra, and the entire Quinn family, I would like to congratulate Rogie, Eric, and Sergey for the tremendous honor they're receiving tonight. I would also like to take this opportunity on behalf of our family to thank Lanny McDonald, John Davidson, the Hockey Hall of Fame, and its selection committee for believing that Dad was worthy of such a prestigious honor. A special thank you to Bill Hay for being so influential during Dad's time here with the Hall and making it such a wonderful experience. To Jeff Denemy, Kelly Massey, and the entire staff here at the Hall for the kindness and friendship you offered my father. He loved the time he spent with all of you. For those of you that know my father, you would know that he would be taken aback by this recognition, and believe it or not, he would be at a loss for words. Dad had the most amazing opportunities during his career. Keith Allen, Bob Clark, Cliff Fletcher, Bud Poyle, Ray Miron, Fred Shiro, and many others provided a great amount of influence, guidance, and support as he started his post-playing career. It was actually Keith Allen and Bob Clark that finally convinced him to go to Philadelphia as an assistant coach. That was a launching pad for his memorable career. Then the Griffiths family went out on a limb and brought him into the fold in Vancouver so he could venture out on his management career. Whew, I'm sorry. He had a tremendous amount of success on and off the ice in Vancouver and loved being a Canuck and calling Vancouver his home. Bob Nicholson and Hockey Canada afforded him the opportunity to represent Canada on a stage he never thought would be possible. This belief provided the opportunity to live out a dream of becoming an Olympic gold medalist. These, along with many others, all took a chance on a man from just down the road from Hamilton, Ontario. Dad was perceived to some as old school and too set in his ways, where in fact, he was very forward-thinking. He started hockey schools in Atlanta in the mid-70s during his playing career. Early in his coaching career, he brought in structured fitness and mental training programs. In Vancouver, he had the foresight of international interest in the game. He was instrumental in working with the league and taking the NHL to Japan. He saw the importance of giving back to the community and honoring the history and alumni of the game. In his mind, it was just as important to perform off the ice as on. He was not a computer person by any means, but saw the importance of centralizing information electronically on players for the scouting staff in the late 80s and early 90s. And much to the chagrin of others, he started referring to players' injuries as upper body and lower body injuries. I asked him who had a middle body injury, being a pain in the ass, but he would refuse to answer us. Many criticized him later on in his career for being too old to relate to younger players. I believe this was put to rest after he helped guide the under-18 and World Junior teams to gold medals. Dad believed that the more you talked about hockey, the better off hockey would be. He consistently offered his time growing the game. It didn't matter if it was attending coaching seminars in Finland in the mid-80s to talking to young hockey fans at a hotel in New York at 1:30 a.m. after arriving on a charter for a game. In fact, he loved talking to fans so much he had to drive to the rink here in Toronto when he only lived 6 blocks away, as he would continually be late to the office. The fact was, he wanted everyone to love this game as much as he did. Dad had amazing teammates, coworkers, and players that he was fortunate enough to be involved with. All he ever wanted was to help those in the game be better, including him. He commented regularly that there was no better satisfaction than teaching the game and seeing people understand it. One of my favorite examples of this was during the 2009 World Juniors. They were down by a goal. It was the semifinal. They had their goalie pulled. He outlined the plan to the players, and lo and behold, the young men pulled it off, and they tied the game with 5.4 seconds to go. After the game, he said, "I've been trying to get grown men to do that play for years, and these kids pull it off on the first try." He was thrilled when coworkers had the opportunity to venture out and run their own clubs and coach their own teams. He was just as thrilled when players developed beyond their playing careers and made an impact in their community. He loved his teammates, players, and coworkers like they were family, and these bonds benefited all of us. These relationships were special for various reasons. However, there is no relationship that was more special to our family over the years than that of the Lees. Rick and Dad played together right here in Toronto in 1969 and remained family forever. Dad never thought of hockey as his job, but thought of it as his lifestyle. He loved this life and the game second only to his family. Thank you again for bestowing this wonderful honor on him. He would have been extremely proud and so very humble. I'm sure he's looking down with a cigar in one hand and a drink in the other, with that wonderful smile he had and a twinkle in his eye. One of Dad's sayings was, "Listen to your heart, obey your passion, and follow your dreams." He did just that. He always listened to his heart in whatever he did. He obeyed his passion for his family and hockey, and he followed his dreams every day of his all too short life. When I would call home to Dad to express something good that happened, big or small, it didn't matter, his response was, "Good show." Well, Dad, this is a biggie, so good show.